Greetings, friends. It's Denise again with Denise's Dancing Paintbrush. And I have a new introduction, as you can see. And I've started a collage. Well, actually, this one I created, more than a year ago. You can see this is my reference photo, and actually it's about 6 photos that I Frankenstein together because I liked the farmer's market idea. But when I sketched it all out on my heavy paper and began laying in the blue sky and the trees, something happened. Well, basically I stood back and looked at it and thought it was just awful. I mean, the background became too dark, too busy, and parts of the foreground, I didn't think the sketch was just right. I mean, the man in the center, what is going on with his nose? I just set it to one side and figured I'd fix it later. And then as often happens, stuff became more important. But I worked on the children's books instead. I worked on other projects that I thought would be more fun, but this was always sitting in the background. I thought about throwing it away at one point. And then I couldn't bring myself to do it. I liked the concept, just my drawings were off. So I went back to it this year and resketched, fixed some of the drawings, decided to take the tracing paper and trace out the little background people and do them one at a time and glue them on separate. I decided that the blue sky and the dark trees was just too much, and so I completely covered them up in a very pale white, almost, a light gray, but not really blue. And even the trees, I went searching for a light green that was so light, it hardly looks like it's there. Then when I got back to this man in the middle, I fixed his nose and his mustache, and I think I like the concept better as I fixed him. So finally, I got around to working on finishing this whole piece. It's interesting when you've got a project sitting on your artboard that you just bury underneath projects you think are better or more important, or, easier is not the right word. Maybe something that's more motivated? That might be the right word. I'm more motivated to do these other things than to finish this. But I just couldn't get past it and decided to finally put some work on it. And in the end, I'm glad I didn't throw it away. I think I like how it's turning out now. There are still some places I'd like to fix, but they're very small pieces, small things. I had a friend give me some magazines that have lots of photos, whole layouts with nothing but color, and especially these tans and browns. That really works. Then I've added my tomatoes using circulars from pizza places, as you can see. That works really great for the red. The pepperoni works great for the tomatoes. And as I finish the pieces, the little separate people who are put on tracing paper, then I glue them down. So I decide that the positioning is just right. There he goes. As you can see, I've added more baskets on the side there that weren't in my reference photo. I felt like it needed them for balance. And then I put some little green pieces over here on the top basket to offset all the red that I've got going on. A little basket full of peppers. And finally, for the last two men over here, you can see I'm using my tracing paper to cut the base for their faces one at a time. Then I place them. And I purposely didn't want a lot of detail in these two guys on the side. They aren't my focal point, so I didn't really worry about the eyes. All the white and blue in the shirts, I'm hoping, doesn't blend in with the background too much, but then again, like I said, if it does, it's not a problem. I don't want these two guys to be my focal point. I want the little man in red to be my focal point. You can see the pieces that I'm cutting out for this man's dark blue-gray shirt are from an illustration in National Geographic. And so there we finally have the finished piece, except I'm going to fix some of the tops of the baskets over there to make them more oval and less angular. There he is, my focal point, my two little men over on the side, and my little people at the farmer's market. You can see I've added a few little drawings of chickens and children just for fun, because I can, because it's a collage. Thanks so much for watching all of this. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out some of my links below and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. See you next time. Bye.